All right, we are recording, and my name is Michael Hunt. I'm coming to you from Savage, Minnesota, and I want to do a video here to explain how to set up the new software for the global launch takeover. So I'm going to share my screen here real quick. The Let me get rid of that. All right. So first thing I want to do is just show you my my computer, basically my desktop, and this is my normal desktop on my laptop computer. The very first thing you're going to need to do if you're going to be trading on the Forex market with this software is to either, well, first of all, you need a PC, not a Mac. So if you have a PC, you can dedicate to trading and using the software with uninterrupted internet service or Wi-Fi that stays on 24/7. Well, in this case, I guess it'd be 24/4 because software just runs 4 days out of the week. But it needs to be uninterrupted, continuous usage. If you have a laptop or a desktop that you can dedicate to that, then you will not need a VPS. A VPS is a virtual private server. Now, if you do not have a laptop or desktop that you can keep on at all times and keep the Wi-Fi going or keep it going with the internet 24/7, then you need to get a VPS, a virtual private server. And what you'd have to do for that is there's a couple things you can do. Now, my upline has offered one, has recommended one, and I will put the link to that in the bottom of this video. But also there is a recommended VPS by the company. You can get just pretty much any VPS service. You can do a Google search for VPS. So you can use the recommended one in the back office. Typically, they're anywhere from $10 a month to $40, $50 a month. It just depends on how big you want to go. Usually, the $20 a month range is a pretty good VPS, or is sufficient. So I'm going to, now I have a VPS on mine, and it is right here. So I'm going to, I've also got it, I've already logged on, so I'm just going to open it right here so you can see what the VPS looks like. Let me get rid of that for the moment. Oh, sorry, let me try that again. And there we go. So let me do this, let me get rid of that. So now this is what VPS looks like. It looks just like your desktop, normal desktop. So the VPS service that I use is called Forex VPS, forexvps.net. You can use that. You can use any of them. It really doesn't make a whole lot of difference. They're all virtually the same. But what I want to do now is, so I'm going to start this video assuming you have the VPS now. And I will do another video, or you can talk to your upline about how to actually get the VPS, how to use the website. But so VPS, got it going, here we go. Now, before you can download the software, you need to be logged on to your VPS, not your normal laptop desktop. Okay, so you need to be in the VPS. Then you click on your browser. It might be Chrome, it could be Firefox, Safari, whatever it is. Open up your browser. That's what this is. And then log into your back office, the globaltakeoverlaunch.com. Okay, now this is the trial license one. which is just, here's if I can talk, here is your URL. https://globaltakeoverlaunch.com/office/trial license. Okay. First thing you want to do is click here to get started. Okay, so we click here. This is your step-by-step instructions to getting your software set up. Step 1, create a VPS. You should have already done that, but here is the link for one that they recommend as well, forexhost.net. Just click on that link and off you go. Then the next thing you want to do is download the software, the trading software to your VPS. The software is called TradeRinger. And so I'm going to click on that. And here we are. It is downloaded. Now, a couple things you can do. You can either open it straight from there, or you can drag this onto your desktop. And I have already done that. It is right here. So I've dragged it on my desktop. Either way, you can open it up, drag it onto your desktop, follow this step by step. Okay, Trade Compass is another software that's coming soon, so you don't have to worry about that right now. So I've downloaded that zip file. Okay, that's all we're going to do at this point. Step 3, create a demo broker account. And then here are some preferred brokers that they have. FX Choice, that's for US customers. Pepperstone and ICM are for non-US citizens. Now, I already have a broker. I use Hugo's Way, and I have the software set up and running, and it's running fine. So, but you can do that. You can click on whatever you want to do. So FX Choice, if you have your own broker, if you want a recommendation for a broker, if you want to get a link to mine, you can do that too, whatever you want to do. And so I have Hugo's Way. So I've created a demo account. For the sake of it, I'm just going to click on this on the FX Choice. You can go to any one and you can create a demo account. We'll allow that. Okay. Open demo account. It's just going to ask you for basic information, name, email, a password. Click that you've understood and accepted whatever their terms are. Hit next. It's gonna automatically give you a few options. And I'm gonna do a video on how to set up a demo account too. All right, and I'll put that link in the bottom of this video as well. All right. So once you get your demo account set up, you will get an email that will have your demo account number and your password, and that's really all you need. So hang on to that email because we're going to use that in just a moment. Excuse me. All right. So now that you have your demo account set up, we're going to activate the license. Now that's the software license. Okay, enter the demo trading account ID number. That's what you'll get in the email from your broker. You can add it here. Click on that. This is where it goes. All right. Right there. So that's your trading account number. Once you type that number in, just click update license information. And then it's set. And now you're licensed to use the software. Okay, I'm going to go back to the setup guide. Excuse me again. All right, so here we are. we have activated the license. Now, you need an MT4 platform for your software to work on. You go to your broker, whether that's Hugo's Way, whether that's Trader's Way, or Forex, whatever, what was the other one? Forex Choice, FX Choice. Whatever your broker is, you can get an MT4 platform. You download that onto here. So you're going to log in to your brokerage account and download the MT4. See right there, MT4, you click on that, then you can download it straight to your VPS, your virtual private server. It's going to put it on your desktop here, on your virtual desktop. Now that you have the MT4 platform, and it's going to come, it'll have whatever their little logo is. You want to open that. Okay, so I'm going to open that, click on it. I have mine right here. I've already got it going. Right, I'm going to shrink this. All my things are popping up here. There we go. Shrink that just a little bit so that I can get back to my instructions here. All right. Now, set up TradeRinger. Let's click on that. And I've got something in a foreign language here, which I believe this is closed. I'm going to close that. I don't even know what that was. Now it says locate the TradeRinger zip file in the downloads folder on your VPS. Just moving windows around here a little bit so that I can get to everything. Here is my my zip file. Get this up here. Just trying to organize my windows a little bit. So we've located it. There it is. Locate the TradeRinger zip file in the downloads folder of your VPS. Extract the contents, which means double click on it. There are two files. I'm going to double click on it. Two files. Now again, let me move my windows around a little bit so that I can get to all of them. Okay. There are two files, TradeRinger version 1.ex4 and TradeRinger DLL.dll. Place the two files in the proper directories is step number 3. The ex4 file, which is this one right here, the ex4 file, goes into the experts MQL4 directory. That sounds like something from Star Wars, but it's pretty simple. What it's talking about is going into your MT4 platform. Okay, so the ex4 file goes into the experts MQL4 directory. You're going to copy the TradeRinger version 1 ex4 file. I'm going to go here, right click, copy. All right, let's look at the instructions. Navigate to experts directory in the MT4 and paste it there. So I'm going to go file, open data folder, MQL4 experts. File, right up here, open data folder, MQL4, just following the steps. Going to double click on the MQL4, and then it says go to experts. Double click on experts. Then you're going to right click. Now mine is already there because I've already got it, but pretend it's not there. I'm going to right click and click paste, and it pops up right there. All right, we got that. I'm just going to X out of that. I'm going to go back to our instructions. The DLL file goes in the library's MQL4 directory. Copy the DLL file. So now I'm going to right click on the DLL file. Copy. What are the instructions? Same thing, file, open data folder, MQL4, but instead of going to experts, we're going to libraries. So I've copied it. I'm going to come over here to file, open data folder, MQL4, double click, and instead of experts, we're going to libraries. Double click that. I've already pasted it here, but yours will not have anything there. So just kind of get into the open space, right click, paste, and it will pop up. Okay, now you're done there. We'll X out of that box. Back to the instructions. So we've placed our two files. Now it says refresh advisors in the MT4 Navigator box to get TradeRinger to appear in the list. Again, there's a lot of lingo here you you don't know. Some of you will not know, but you're going to come back over into your MT4. You're going to go to, it says experts, it says expert advisor. Right click on it, click refresh. It'll change, and then all of a sudden TradeRinger will show up in expert advisors. Now, if by chance your navigator is not there, let's pretend it's not there. Pretend that you have nothing up here. It may just look like some odd looking sonogram thing. You'll go to view, market watch. This gives you all the different pairs that you're going to be trading and more so. Back to view, navigator. Here's your navigator. I'm going to adjust the window here just a little bit, make it a little longer. There's my expert advisors. I'm going to right click, refresh. I'm going to open the little plus window so we can see what's underneath it. And there is TradeRinger. Okay. Let's go back to the instructions. Where are we? We've refreshed it. We have refreshed the advisors in the MT4 Navigator box. We have it appearing in the list now. So where are we? Whoops, went a little too far. Oh, here we go. Now, step D, add Forex Factory to the expert advisors. Forex Factory is a website, www.forexfactory.com, which tells you the news and events that are happening in all of the different currency pairs. Some of the news is minor news and it will not affect your pairs. It will not affect price much at all. Some news is kind of a medium, which could give it a little movement. And some news is what they call red folder news. And that is usually some pretty major price moving news. And your software is going to use that information to help your trading go even better so that you're not caught in the middle of a big news move. So you're going to copy this link. Okay, you'll highlight it, right click, get copy. For some reason, mine is in some weird language. I don't know if it's German or Dutch or something like that. But so you copy it, copy that website right there. All right, and enter into the box as shown below. To open this window, go to Tools, which is at the top of the MT4 menu, right up here. So Tools, Options, Expert Advisors, Tools, Options, and then Expert Advisors. And you got a bunch of different tabs here. Let's go to Expert Advisors. And the directions say, so now that you've copied the link to that, enter it into the box as shown below. There's a little box right here. Let me show you. Here's the box. It says add new URL, like da 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 da. You can click on that or double click it. You paste that in there. Okay, I've already done that, so I'm not going to click it again. But so there's forexfactory.com. Once you get that, click OK. Go back to the instructions. Now we're going to open these currency pairs. These are the currency pairs you're going to be using. There's 6 of them. Okay, and I have some of mine running, but there's a couple I'm going to add in there. So we need EUR USD. Now mine is already here, but here's how you'd find it. Some of you may only have a few of these currency pairs listed. Some may have a lot. What I like to do is I right click. Doesn't really matter where, but right click and click show all. And it's going to give you every currency pair there is to trade. All the ways, all kinds of them. You're not going to use all those, but just in case yours isn't showing, the list isn't showing, that's how you do it. Right click, show all. Okay. Right here is EUR USD. I'm going to right click on that pair, hit chart window, and it's going to pop it in over here. Okay. Now, actually, let me find one that I'm not using so you can see how it works. I have these running, so I don't want to mess them up at the moment. Let's see, what do I need? Do I have the Aussie dollar? I do not have the Aussie dollar on there. So AUD USD is right here. I'm going to right click, chart window. Now, if by chance, before I do this, if by chance you have charts that have already popped up, you can close them. Just X out of those charts. Okay, some may automatically populate when you open up your MT4. All right, so back to AUUSD, right click, chart window. Now it's just going to stick it in there somewhere. And mine already took a trade right there. Just as soon as I did, it opened it up and took a trade. Now the way to get these to just automatically get placed nice and smoothly, you're going to click this little button right here. It says arrange windows as non-overlapping tiles. I'm going to click that. Now I've got 5. I know it's really small right now. I can make it a little bit bigger. Now I moved that. It didn't move these, but I click this again and it automatically fills up the space. All right. So I added AUD USD. You're just going to do that same thing for each one. The EUR USD, AUD USD, the Euro Aussie, the Aussie yen, the Euro yen, the US yen. Okay, that's what those are. You find them, right click, chart window, right click, chart window, and they'll pop up over here. All right. Now that you've done that, oh, I should say, before you put the windows, before you populate these windows with the prices, click this little button right here. Now, mine has a green arrow. It's auto trading button. That means it will allow your pairs to automatically trade using the bots, using the software. If I click that again, this will turn red, and that means that auto trading is off. So you want it off to start with. So make sure that that is red. Okay. All right. I'm going to get rid of this big box right here. I'm going to right click. That is the one-click trading box. I'm going to click that. That's going to go away. Let's go back here. So now you have all of these windows up here. You've organized the windows by clicking that little button right there, the arranging button. And you will have 6, so there'll be 3 on each side. I just have 5 right now because one I had cleared. I had taken the profits on and closed it out, getting ready to close everything out for the weekend. So, but you'll have 6 pairs up. Now that you have all those, you're going to drag Trade Ringer from the navigator box to all of the currency charts to activate the EA, which is the Expert Advisor. That's what EA stands for, Expert Advisor. Okay, drag Trade Ringer from the navigator box to all of the currency charts to activate the Expert Advisor on the charts. So what you would do, let me find my AU that I just did here. I'm going to blow this one up so that it's just one big chart. You can see it better. Let me get rid of this at the moment. I'll explain that here in just a second. So now it's not there, as you can see. So I'm going to drag, I'm just going to click, hold, and drag it onto the chart. This little box is going to pop up. Look at your instructions. The dialog window should pop up when you drag the EA to the charts, the Expert Advisor to the charts. Go to the Common tab on the dialog box. The Common tab. Okay. What does it say? Check Allow Modification of Signal Settings. You want your boxes, you want it to look like this. So checked, checked, and all 3 checked. Check, check, 1, 2, and it said check Allow Modification of Signal Settings. So now I have all of them checked. Check, 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 check. Click OK. All right. Back to the instructions. We've done that. The next step, we're going to set the inputs to look like this. Set inputs in the dialog box. So, whoops, I need to bring the dialog box back up. Hang on just a second. So so don't close that dialog box out just yet. We're going to go over to inputs. Let me stretch this out so we can see it a little better. Now, I'm going to go back and forth. Email. Enter the email associated with the company account. All right. What that is your email that you used for the website. Okay. Sorry. For your back office, the email associated with that goes here. So double click on that, type it in. Okay, that's my email. You're going to do the same thing with your password. Double click the same password that you used for your back office. So the email, the password. This is not your email password that you normally would use when you check your email. It's the password you used when you set up your back office for the global launch takeover. Okay, or global takeover launch, whatever it is. So type your password in there. I'm going to leave mine blank just because I don't want you to see my password. Then we're going back to the instructions. So email, password, lot mode is fixed. Let me see if I can bring up both of these side by side here so we can see what's going on. There we go. Now, so fixed lot, fixed lot. Manage lot, 20,000.0, it's same thing. Okay, fixed lot size. What you want is a 0.01 to 0.05 per $1,000 in your demo account. And you can set up your demo account to whatever amount of money you want. $1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, whatever. Whenever you set it to, this is going to be your lot size that you're going to use for your demo account. And 0.01 is the conservative end of things. 0.05 is the aggressive trading end of things. So I set up a demo account for $500. Now the recommended amount is $1,000, but I wanted to see if a $500 account would trade well with a conservative setting. So I have, and 0.01 is the lowest you can go. So I have a $500 account and I have mine set at 0.01. If I had a $2,000 account, then I'm going to double this. So that's 0.01 per 1,000. If I had a $2,000 account, I'd use 0.02. If I had a $5,000 account, it'd be 0.05. So that would be the conservative end. Is that making sense? Hope that's making sense to you. Range 21.0. Now to change them, all you have to make sure all of these are the same, double click on it and then you can type in the box. Double click, type in the box. Okay. Level max 12, level max is 12. Now here, this defaults to 1.7, but the DMARTI should be 1.5. So I'm going to change that to 1.5. All right. 1.5. Moving average period 20. Equity protector 20 to 30% is suggested. I use 20. I like to be on the conservative side of things. Now here's what we want to watch here. Trade on Mondays? Yes. So make sure it says true. True. Trade on Tuesdays? Yes. True. Trade on Wednesdays? True. Trade on Thursdays? False. So I need to change this one to false. For this software, you're not going to be trading on Thursday or Friday because those are the 2 days that often you can get into some big drawdown. Saturdays is closed. The markets are closed, so you can't trade on Saturdays anyway. So Thursday should be false. Friday should be false. Saturday should be false. Sunday is going to be marked true. Okay, we're going to start trading on Sunday evenings. The market's open, I believe, at 5 o'clock p.m. Or is it 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time? 5 o'clock? I can't remember now off the top of my head. I should know that. But I don't normally trade on Sundays anyway, so I don't worry about it. But I believe we've been told by our upper echelon in the company that you'll turn the software on around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Trade on Sundays should be marked true. Trade during news, false. We don't want the software to be trading during news events. Can get really crazy. Close before news, true. So I need to mark close before news, true. Whoops, true. Back to my instructions. Minutes before news, we're going to make that 90 minutes before the news. And then minutes after the news, so it's going to close 90 minutes before the news hits. It's going to reopen 60 minutes after the news comes, after the news has hit. Change that to 60. Okay, so I have that. Now, once you have that all set up, you can click Save, and let's make that default. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to save that to default. It's going to tell me that default already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes, I do, because now this preset will automatically be in here. The next time you put the TradeRinger on the chart, this will be the preset. So I've saved it. Okay, there we are. Moving on with the instructions. Hope everybody's hanging with me. Set the currency charts to 4 hours or 1 day time frames. So the chart, here are your time frames. M1 is a 1 minute chart. M5 is a 5 minute chart. 15 minute, 30 minute. H1 is the 1 hour. H4, 4 hour. D1 daily, W1 is weekly, MN is monthly charts. I'm going to set it to either one of these. I think most everybody is setting it to the 4 hour chart. Okay, so that's what I have clicked, is the 4 hour. How do I know that? It says so right here. It gives the name of the pair and gives the 4 hour. Okay, gives the time frame right beside it. All righty. What's next? And you do that for all of the charts. So you make sure this is set. Once you do it once, it should, when you put the next pair on, should automatically populate the correct way. Set the currency charts to 4 hours. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Now, just a little tip. Let's say I've got it up here and I go, oh, I forgot one of the settings. I need to go back and correct that, or I typed in the wrong thing. How do I get back to those settings? Well, here you go. Once you get your chart set up, make sure your auto trading is on, which means should be a green button. When it's green, you're going to get a little smiley face right there in the upper right corner. If it's red, you will have a frowny face right there. All right, so I have a smiley face. Auto trading is on. I'm in business. It's running. But I need to get back to the settings to change something. What do? Right click, just get your mouse anywhere in the chart here. Right click, go to Expert Advisors, Properties. Now, if you want to take it off of your chart, you want to get rid of it, you would click Remove. That will go away, and it will not take any more trades, and it will not monitor any current trades that are open. So, Expert Advisors, Properties. Now I am back to all of those settings again. And whatever you need to change, just double click on it, then you can type. Once you get all that, click OK, you are in business. All right. We are almost done here, folks. Hang in there with me. Just wanted to go nice and slow so everybody can follow along. There's a lot of steps, but it's very self-explanatory. The next thing is go to Tools, Options, Expert Advisors, and make sure your settings look like these here in this window with the 3 boxes checked. Tools, Options, Expert Advisors. Here we go. Tools, whoops, Tools, Options, and then remember you got all these tabs. Expert Advisors. What should it look like? Let me put my little window over here. Check, check. 3 no checks, no checks. 2 checks, 2 checks. That looks good. Click OK. Back to the instructions. We've got that. And guess what? We are done setting it up. It is running. Everything is good. We've gone through all of that. Yay. Now what? Now what do we do? You let it run. You let it do its thing. Now I turned mine on. Like I said, this is a demo account. Let me make that a little bit bigger here. I turned mine on yesterday, which was a Wednesday. Today is Thursday. I turned it on about, I got all this set up around 4 o'clock or so, Wednesday afternoon, and started with a $500 account. It is now at $533.58. I am currently in negative $28 drawdown. That means the trades that I have running, let me pull those up here so you can see them. These are the trades that I have running. Right now, they're all negative. But the 6 pairs that you will be using are set up in such a way that typically when there are some big moves, now in the afternoons, there's really nothing going on. Things are barely moving in the afternoons. But typically what's going to happen is while some of these pairs are in the positive, others will be in the negative. And it will usually stay that way. So I've got a couple here that are really low, 93 cents, 43 cents. Those are a couple that are in very low drawdown. And it can change in a heartbeat. But since yesterday, I've gained $33.58. Okay, which is pretty awesome. And that's very, very little drawdown. As you can see, and each chart will tell you, let me scoot this down a little bit so you can see. It says my license status is invalid at the moment. I'll have to fix that because I've been playing around with stuff here. But it shows my balance. Let me see if I can get some of that out of the way here. That didn't help any. It helps a little. I'm just squeezing things down some. So my name, my balance, there's my account number. My drawdown is only at 5%, 5.21%, which is pretty amazing. That's pretty awesome. So I'm excited about that. Okay. But yeah, I'm not going to, the purpose of this was just to help get you set up and get you running. So I'm not going to explain how the software works or anything at this point. That's for another video. But we have gone through everything. We've gone through the instructions on how to get it all set up. We've put everything in there. So I think we have pretty much everything covered. So I'm excited. Let's stop sharing my screen. Let's see if there's anything else that I need to let you know. I don't think there is. I think so far everything is good. If you got a little lost, go back and replay this video. If you have any questions, feel free to message me or preferably message your upline first before you try to get in touch with me. Let's go through the chain of command there, so to speak. Contact your sponsor and ask them questions first. I don't want to get too bombarded and not be able to answer anybody adequately. I want all of us to respect each other's time. So contact your sponsor, and happy trading, guys. I'm excited for you. If I can get back to my Zoom here. I'm excited for everybody. This is going to be exciting. So happy trading. Oh, one little note. we are required to use a demo account for the first 10 days. The company has software set up, so once your license hits, they know whether that license is for a demo account or for a live account. You are required to use a demo account for the first 10 days, at least. After the 10 days, if you want to go with a live account, you certainly can do that. And you might even make the money necessary to pay for your software before the software is even, before you're a legitimate customer yet. So anyway, whatever you guys want to do, but be sure to set up a demo account first and see how this works. That's to play with the settings and see what you like, see what you don't like, and see what works and what doesn't work. Always, always, always ask questions of your sponsor. And if you're a part of a team, a group, you probably have some sort of a team chat, a way to chat with the whole group. Ask questions. Oh, one thing I do want you to be aware of is, excuse me, when you, let me go. So when you're in your back office, now this is the back office. It's not it's not the trial license. Your actual back office. On the first page that you come to, make sure that you go through all these links. The first one is your link to share with people. So when they sign up under you. It'll have your username there and then the globallaunchtakeover.com URL. Join the Facebook group. Click on that. Join the pre-launch Facebook group. You're going to get a ton of information there. Join the Launch Updates Telegram channel right here. If you do not have the Telegram app, once you click that, you'll be able to download the app. But make sure you join the Telegram channel. That's where you'll get a lot of updates. Make sure you watch the webinars that are here if you haven't already. All right. So I'm excited. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to share with you all real quick. Let's see. Let me get back to this. Oh, yes. So these were so we activated the license, we installed the MT4, we set up the trade ringer. Then this is another one coming. Learn how to use the Trade Compass. That's another software. It's coming soon. Join the support channels on Telegram. Here are 2 more Telegram channels to join. The onboarding support. Onboarding is getting on board with all this. How do you get people on board? The ringer support is about the software specifically, and that's your support groups. That's your support channels. Join both of those Telegram channels. Okay, that is where you'll see a lot of information, a lot of helpful information. Okay, that is it. If you have any questions, ask your upline. Other than that, folks, you know what, I wasn't sharing my screen when I just showed you all that. I just realized that. So let me go back to that real quick. I apologize. So sharing my screen now. This is your back office for the Global Launch Takeover. There's your links. This is the very first page when you log into your back office. Make sure that's your shared link, Facebook group, the Telegram channel for the launch updates. Okay, there are a few videos there to watch. In the trial, the test drive, okay, for the global launch, at the bottom of the first page, or after you click the getting started, let me go back here real quick. I apologize, I'm kind of repeating myself, but I didn't realize that I wasn't sharing my screen. So click here to get started using the software, the 30-day trial. We've gone through all those steps. When you get to the bottom of that, here are 2 more Telegram channels right at the bottom. Click on those. Like I said, that's where you'll get a ton of helpful information. You'll get a lot of your questions asked. Okay? Awesome, awesome. Think that is it. I don't have any other things that I was going to share at this moment. Like I said, I will be doing a couple of other videos on how to navigate through your MT4, what all these buttons mean, how to maneuver through all of that. Let's see, what else? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yes, it is. It is what I wanted to do too. And what else was I going to do? I was going to do that. I was going to do another. I may have to watch my own video to remind myself of what I said. Oh well. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope that all made sense, and we'll talk to you soon. Happy trading.